Hello and welcome to Slope and Lines Review. The first one says graph the line 4x minus 3y equals 6. In order to do that, what I want to do is solve for y equals so that it is in the slope-intercept form. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. And this is a crucial moment right here. You want to write negative 3y is equal to negative 4x plus 6. It's important that the x term comes first. I'm going to divide everything by negative 3, and I'm going to wind up with y equals 4/3 x minus 2. If you think about that for a second, negative 4 divided by negative 3 gives me a positive 4 over 3, and positive 6 divided by negative 3 gives me a negative 2. Now, looking at that, if I was to write y equals mx plus b, near that, and I wrote y equals mx plus b, I could definitely see that the slope is in fact 4/3, and the y-intercept is negative 2. This slope tells me that I'm going to go up 4 and right 3. So I'm going to start at the y-intercept, which is going to be negative 2, and I'm going to go up 4, right 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go up 4, right 3. From there, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And there's my next point on my line. Now, from there, I'm going to take a straight edge and connect those. Put arrows at the end. And I'm going to be sure to write the equation on the line. So it's 4x minus 3y equals 6. And you want to label it with the original equation that they gave us. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, it says write the equation of the line that is given in the graph below. In order to do that, it would be really helpful if we knew the slope and the y-intercept. Now, the y-intercept is the exact moment where the line crosses the y-axis, and in this case, that's 2. In order to find the slope, we could count boxes. So in this case, let's say I picked any two corner points, like this one and this one. What it appears is that we're going down 1 and to the right 3. So if I went down 1 and to the right 3, that would have a slope of negative 1/3. Putting everything into the equation y equals mx plus b, that's going to give me the equation y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. And go ahead and label that equation, please. Y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. So in order to write the equation of a line, we have to find the slope and the y-intercept, make our lives easier, count boxes, and then plug it into the formula. So the next one, it says use the graph to write the equation of a line that has a slope of negative 3 and passes through negative 2, 7. So I'm going to start at negative 2, 7. I'm going to plot a point, negative 2, 7. And from there, since I know that it has a slope of negative 3, that means I'm going to go down 3 and right 1. Down 3, count from here, 1, 2, 3, right 1. Down 3, 1, 2, 3, right 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. And then I'm going to connect those with a ruler or a straight edge. I have neither on this app. And now, in order to write the equation of the line, I notice at this point right here that my y-intercept is in fact positive 1. So in order to write the equation that has a slope of negative 3 and a y-intercept of positive 1, solving or substituting into y equals mx plus b, it's going to be y equals negative 3x plus 1. And that's the equation of that line that I just graphed. Okay. So that's number 3. We're going to go to the next page. Now, on the next page, it says, write the equation of a line that passes through these 2 points. A couple of different ways to do that. The first thing we definitely need is the slope. So the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And my slope in this case is going to be negative 7 minus a minus 1 over 2 minus a minus 1. That winds up to be negative 7 plus 1 is negative 6 over 3. So that slope is negative 2. Now, the slope is equal to negative 2. There's a new formula that you may have seen or may not have seen, but it's y minus y1 is equal to m parentheses x minus x1. You're going to pick one of these points. Let's just say I pick this one, and I'm going to pick this slope of negative 2, and we're going to substitute in for this, and this. So you see how this y is negative 7? I'm going to write y minus a minus 7 equals negative 2 times x minus 2. So again, this 2 right here is going to be, this 2 right here is going to go into this spot. This slope is going to go in here. And this y coordinate is going to go over into this spot here. Now I'm just going to clean that up. I'm going to have y plus 7 equals negative 2 times x minus 2, and that's my final answer. So do me a favor, please make sure you note this formula that I have up here. This might be something new for you. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, the next thing. It says write the equation line that is parallel to y equals 4x plus 9. So I automatically know that the slope of that line is 4, and parallel lines have equal slopes. So I'm going to write the equation y equals 4x plus 2. This number here, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as this slope is 4, we're good to go. The next one, it says the slope here is 4/5, and we want a line that's perpendicular. Perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes, so the negative reciprocal would be negative 5 over 4. I could choose any y-intercept I want, so the correct answer would be y equals negative 5 over 4x plus 7 for that matter. Any y-intercept is fine as long as the slope is negative 5/4. The next one, it says write the equation line is perpendicular to this. We know that this slope is negative 2. The reciprocal, negative reciprocal of that would in fact be 1/2. So we're flipping it over and turning it positive. I could write the equation of any line I want as long as it has a slope of 1/2. So maybe I make that minus 6 for that matter. Okay. The next thing, are the lines parallel, perpendicular, or neither? We have done this graphically before, but now what I want you to realize is that this first line has a slope of 3, and the second line has a slope of 3. So since the lines have the same slope, the lines must be parallel. So parallel because the same slope. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the next one. I could look at the slopes. M equals 2/3, M equals negative 3/2. If you look carefully, those appear to be negative reciprocals. So the lines are perpendicular because the slopes are negative reciprocals. Negative reciprocals. All right, so looking at the next example, we have 2y equals x plus 8. That does not look like y equals mx plus b yet. So what I have to do is solve for y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide everything by 2. And y equals 1/2 x plus 4. Now I notice in my first equation, my slope is 1/2. In my second equation, my slope is 2. Now those slopes are not equal to each other, and they are not negative reciprocals. Therefore, the lines are neither. So again, if the lines are parallel, they'll have equal slopes. If they are perpendicular, they'll have negative reciprocal slopes. Otherwise, it's neither. Okay, and then the last one on this page, we have to go to the following. So this first line, we're going to need to solve it for y. I have 3x plus 4y equals 16. I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. 4y equals negative 3x plus 16. I'm going to divide by 4. Y equals negative 3/4 x plus 4. This slope is 4. In this equation, y equals negative 3/4 x plus 5, I notice that my slope is also negative 3/4. So, because the two slopes are equal, negative 3/4 and negative 3/4, then I know the lines are parallel. Okay, next page and then we're done. On the last page, we're looking at the following. It says, write the equation line that passes through 4, 1 and is perpendicular to this. So this slope is 2/3. The perpendicular slope would be negative 3/2. I'm going to go into the equation y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So I have y minus 1 is equal to negative 3/2 x minus 4, and that's my equation. So this formula becomes very important, and it's very easy to write the equation of a line. Okay, the next example. So it says graph y equals 5. I'm going to start with an axis. Kind of doesn't matter where you put it. And then y equals 5 is going to be a horizontal line at y equals 5. The next one, I'm going to do an axis, a vertical line at x equals negative 3. And then the next one, I'm going to make an axis. And the line x equals 0 is in fact on top of the y-axis. So make sure you have arrows at the ends. And that's that one. So remember, horizontal lines are going to be y equals some number, and vertical lines are going to be x equals some number. Very important you know the difference between those two. And then the last one for the homework, it says x plus 2y equals 6. I'm going to subtract x from both sides. 2y equals negative x plus 6. I'm going to divide everything by 2. And I'm going to wind up with negative 1/2 x plus 3. The slope is negative 1/2, and the y-intercept is 3. I'm going to plot a point at 0, 3. This slope tells me to go down 1 and right 2. So I go down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2, and then I can connect those. Sorry, my stylus is a little off today. And then I'm going to label this with the equation x plus 2y equals 6. Okay, that's it. We'll pick it up tomorrow. Have a great night.